So Christian and I, being the great adventurers that we are, set out to Xochimilco to get on these gondolas. Now, we were told that this was like the Venice of Mexico. And I'm not going to lie, we were scared. We went to this little village type thing. We bought gifts. And then we asked about the boats. It was like a phone a friend sort of situation. The lady just took out her cell phone, called her boy. The guy in the Canada shirt showed up, walked us down to the docks. We paid. We did a little money conversion. And we got onto these boats. Now, at first we were freaked out because we thought, like, in all of the internet stuff, it told us we would be on the boat with other people. And then when he pulled up, it was like, no, you got the boat to yourself. So we were kind of sketched out. But then we saw other people on the water once we started going. So it was a little bit less scary. Still scary, though. As you can see, this guy on the side with this not even boat, like a rig, and he's selling drinks, beers, micheladas, candies, whatever. Oh, it's a lady, my bad. But yeah, most of them were guys. They were selling stuff on these tiny, like, metal or wood. I don't know what that is. But they were, like, playing bumper boats with people, trying to sell stuff, like drinks and stuff on the water, which makes sense because on the outset of the trip, we thought it was going to be one thing. And then once we were on it, we quickly realized that that was not it. So I get why people are drinking so they can be turned up on these little boats. La Toxica. They were having a great time. So then we passed like this little liquor store that they had on the water. Interesting. We did not know, though, at the time that this guy on the whatever that is waving to us like, come here, come here, come here, because he knows our driver. People are turning up. People are partying. We, though, are concerned still because we don't know this driver. We don't really know what's going on. It's dark, and we're on this boat by ourselves. It's Halloween, so people are wearing costumes or having a good time, whatever. But what Christian and I have in common is we do not like to be scared. So these people had a little mariachi. See, some people go all out for their gondola ride. We grossly unprepared. We did, though, hook up to the aux at one point and started playing some music. But due to copyright reasons, we're not going to show you that footage. So, yeah. We're here, we're waiting, and the guy kind of pulls up to the liquor store thing. We didn't ask him. He's like, do you want anything? Do you want anything? We're like, no. He continues to pull up. So, boom, here we are. His homie gets on our boat. And as I told you, Christian and I have in common that we don't like to be scared. So this guy, whether it's a game or not, very annoying. I try to soothe myself by saying, oh, this is fake. This is Halloween. Like, look at his cheap costume. Like, this is not scary. I had to think about that sort of stuff, not to get annoyed or get too afraid. But I had to do that and focus on the people around us. So scary. Anyways, he started banging that bat around too. We were freaked out. We decided to sit by each other. Once they got off, the trip got way better. We're passing all these cute houses that are on the canals. I wondered, or we were asking ourselves, like, how do people get back and forth? Like, how do they get groceries, whatever? Then this guy pulled up. Super duper interesting. So he has on a backpack. He had like a few bags. Like maybe he went grocery shopping. Maybe he went to the store. Pulling up to his house in one of these rigs like the people selling the drinks and stuff have. Not even a real boat. Like, bro, you need to get a jet ski. Locks the boat to the other boat that's out there. Hops over. And I'm just so intrigued by this. Like, this is what you're doing every day? I cannot imagine. Like, the house is cute. The vibe is cute. I would be over it, though. This is a lot to do. Just to park every day. And then you can't not lock them up because you'll come out and your boat will be gone. Because it's not like there's distinction between them. Somebody will be selling micheladas off them tonight as soon as you go to sleep. He ties them up. Just the lives of other people, so interesting. Everybody had these super long sticks. And the minute I saw him pull up and do this, I decided I was going to drive our gondola boat, whatever it's called. I'm like, if he can do it, he looks skinny, he looks small like me, I can do it. This house was the one. So cute. Like I said, I don't necessarily like the canal lifestyle as far as travel, but the ambiance and the vibe, top tier. I love it. I know these people are living very calm, very soothing, relaxing lives. We passed this little play going on. Now, allegedly, the guy was supposed to stop and take us to this, but he did not. So when we were cruising, driving, I don't know what to call this, coasting by. Got a little video. I assume that this was the story of Dia de Muertos and like how it got started, but because we didn't get to watch it, we don't really know. Like I told you, I decided when I saw that guy parked that I was going to drive. Had no idea what I was doing. That stick is way bigger than it seems in the abstract. And I was like, oh, the water can't be that deep because of the stick. Definitely deep. You definitely could drown. Then Christian was enticed and he started to do it. But I feel like our driver got a little too comfortable. He starts chilling, showing Christian stuff on the phone. Like, oh, he got it. He can do it. This is not what Christian signed up for. This is YouTube content and / experience. We were just doing this to say we did it, to say we tried it. He does not want to become a gondola steer. Like, take this back. Drive your boat. So we paid. And I think we paid like $60, like $30 each. Sir, drive this boat. When he handed it back to Christian, I almost fell out. I wanted to, but I didn't want to drop my phone. He's showing him how to turn the boat as well, like put it in this little, I don't know, guide thing at the top, and you use it to pull left or pull right, whatever. Again, like I said, Christian went to fashion school like me. He did not sign up for this manual labor. Take that back. Took us to this house of the dolls and told us a story. He started to use a translator, and that's when we got more comfortable with him. Like, okay, he's not a killer kidnapper. The story basically was this guy having a hard time in life, went to a witch. The witch told him to keep the evil spirits away, you need to put the dolls outside on your fence. I don't feel like that's sound advice, but who am I?
There's half.
Hay muñecas que están como aquí, mira, ven. Ay, como ahí, ¿pueden verlas?
Creepy. Very creepy. No pasar? These dolls are supposed to keep evil spirits away? I don't know. Maybe I went to too much church when I was a kid. I'm not buying it. They had carnivorous plants. I was amazed. I wanted to buy one, but I knew they wouldn't let me take it back on the plane. This was another very cute house, like well appointed. I love how they had the landscape kind of hiding their house so none of us could just pull up with our boat like some of the other houses had it. Hands down, this was the cutest house. It was small, but it was perfect. Anytime I see animals, because I'm not an animal person, I'm going to take my phone out. That's my first instinct. We passed Christian's ancestral home, Casa Garza. Beautiful. These people, I wish there was no copyright so I could play, but a full boat of Asians was jamming to Kendrick Lamar the whole night on the water. Like, they would not stop. Here I am. They're playing a little Mexican music. I was having a great time. Perfectly sober. So I'm sure if we had some of those drinks, we would have been having a lot more fun, but we were scared. We didn't want to get kidnapped or killed, so we kept it light. Afterwards, we decided to walk around the neighborhood of Xochimilco and passed a bunch of fun stuff. Everybody's in the street, the Dia de Muertos spirit. And we're in Xochimilco?
Yeah.
That's where we are. They got some kids out trick-or-treating. Not really on the level of America, but they're close. There's a lot of kids out. Babies, too, surprisingly.
It's late.
And it's late. Ain't no bedtime in Mexico. We're walking around rural Xochimilco. I feel like in Spanish class, this was referred to as El Barrio. You know?
I hear it.
Yes. En la calle.
Buscando algo. We're looking for something.
I used to hate the voices like ir al playa, ir al cine. But yeah, we're looking for something. Buscar!
Yesterday the dead. Something should be happening.
Something should be happening. Dead people, they busque. I looked for you. Where you at?
But don't haunt us.
Don't haunt us. I don't got time. Christian, being the great man of culture that he is, really wanted an authentic Dia de Muertos experience. However, we were out in the streets in the various areas. It looked more so just like a party, a reason to get turned. Bring whoever you want, friends, family, grandmas, babies, all ages. Club event. This house was playing music, so everybody stopped and just blocked traffic. It was a huge traffic jam. There was really nothing going on other than the music playing. And, you know, as the little sideshows, the debauchery and stuff, people jumping off stuff, people acting a little reckless, because why not when you've got a crowd assembled like this? But it was very interesting. And sort of like a fair, but with no structure, really, or like no real point. It's just, I assume it's a national holiday, so people don't have to work and things are closed essentially. So everyone is just outside, but there's not a lot of organization. There's not a lot of like general point to what's going on. And most of the outside celebrations are like this, as you can see. So this guy was basically stripping on the cop car. They had to drag him off. Then this bum decided that he was going to try his hand, and the police ripped him right off that thing, dragged him. Girl, it was deep. And the police wear plain clothes out there, so you would never know who's who. So you better keep yourself in check and like mind your business, because the cops could be anywhere. This area, there was a fair or like a carnival more to the side, so it had a little bit more going on. This was like the remnants, a piece of a parade maybe that people just started to do. Again, there was no organization, there was no like parade plan, there was nothing online that we could find any type of information of any activities to do. We just had to go outside and walk around and see what we could find. The biggest lesson from this event was like how insidious capitalism is, and how it takes even the most wholesome family-oriented celebrations and turns them into buy this, buy that, take this. Super interesting. Was not really based on family or memorial or the stuff that you see on TV or that you hear about. It was way more of a party and like buying stuff. I'm so sleepy. We're about to get tacos. We came here the first night it was closed. Now they're open. Don't understand that, but here we are.